Here we are. Week 15, playoffs. We are all that's left fantasy football podcast. I'm out of the playoffs, so that's the end of the pod. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good
All
weekend.
right, I'm just kidding. God damn it. Co-host Mike, he knocked me out of the playoffs, so it's another guy that we can just end the podcast right there on that
You're
note.
welcome.
But guest of the week, Josh Smith, Smitty. Team, may I bang your mother? And during my research, I called Mike's mom to ask since I figured that was for her. She said no.
Sorry, Smitty.
It could benefit a lot of them back in the day. A lot of mom jokes in this group.
Hey, Smitty, 6th seed, limps in though. You lost 4 straight. How you feeling?
Hey, any way to get in, even if you got to back into the playoffs now, it's a whole new year.
I mean, we can do a week recap, but really the only game that mattered was that I lost. And that meant it's the only thing that mattered. Everybody else was in. And if I lost, Wentz is in, Smitty's in, Wang's in.
It's not even just that you lost either. It's that you had everything to play for.
God,
I had literally nothing to play for, and you still wet your pants.
Well, we put up a hold on, let me share. We put up a decent little week here.
Pull it up.
All right, so I mean, 110. It's not like I put up 86 or something like that.
I mean, but when you're fighting for your life,
Wang put up 63.
Hey, I would have outscored one guy this week.
God,
63, Brandon. What are we doing?
Oof, Smitty 85 gets in the playoff. I mean, I did, we weren't great. We
You
laid
got
it
a
at
tough draw. You pulled rank against the top scorer in the league.
Smitty, what happened? What, you get injuries? How'd you lose 4 straight?
The injuries.
Oof.
I've been patching this team together for 6 weeks now.
But you're in. Got a shot. Right?
I'm running into a buzzsaw of Nate in the first round. I'll be out week 1.
Whoa.
Wow.
Confidence.
Wow.
0.
I mean, we can get into it.
There's got to be some things that'll fall right.
I mean, you're 121. Nate's got a 130 projection. That's like a Mike level.
Smitty, are you all set here? Is this what you're doing, or are you not locked in yet?
I'm waiting on a couple people, see if there's injuries.
Okay. Yeah, you got a couple of maybes, I guess.
Higgins, he's got a mush sprain. Woody Marks is dealing with an ankle. Marv Harrison's got a foot. Roma Dunze's got a foot.
All right. Do we want to get in?
Sounds like Achan's going to play, so.
Let's get in. I'm going to give you since Mike's in the league, Mike, we can't have Mike's predictions.
Nope.
Mike's in the playoffs. I'm going to give you my fantasy football podcast's bracket predictions for how this is going to go. First matchup, I have Derek Wentz beating Brandon Wang this weekend. Feels like Wang's team is a mess. Wentz, I mean, it's hard to lose. 6 straight this would be? It's hard to do. Taking Wentz.
Okay.
Matchup 2. Boy, Smitty, I got Nate beating you.
That's fine. I got Nate beat me too. I mean, I'm going to try to pull an upset, but.
I mean, I think it could be close. Could go either way, but we're going with Nate. Nate's team's hot. You and Wentz have been falling. Got to roll with the hot teams. Round 2 would mean Wentz versus Mike, Nate versus Medi, I believe.
Yep.
I have Medi beating Nate in the semifinals.
I don't know if that one's going to come to fruition now.
Medi's team is just on fire.
Yeah, but Medi lost his quarterback. Daniel Jones is gone. He's going to be relying on Kenny Pickett if he had to play this week.
Oof.
Or Riley Leonard.
Yep.
I don't think I'd be banking on those too good.
No, I'm riding with Medi.
Jonathan Taylor's kind of came back to earth.
Yep. Daniel Jones being out could hurt him too.
Yeah.
I'm still taking him. Medi to win. On the other side, taking Wentz to beat Mike.
Wow.
So here's my theory, Mike. It's just that what are you, 13-1?
Yep.
I mean,
Thank you
it's
for
just
remembering.
something just has to. You won your money. There's just like first round, absolute disaster. Wentz gonna beat you like 98 to like 91 or
I
something.
was gonna say if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be a pillow fight
Yeah.
where I score 86, Wentz scores 92.
Yep.
I guess it's certainly not outside the realm of possibilities. There is another foot that's going to drop at some point for me, you would think.
And
Mike, I
that
got you. If it was up to me, Mike, I got you in the championship, but
what?
I think I got you
Yes.
losing to Nate.
Oh,
Oh,
Nate.
wow.
Smitty's taking Nate all the way, huh? Wow.
As
It's
much as it hates me to say it because he's such a
Mm,
hater on me, but I think
wow.
Nate's got the team to beat.
Big rivalry. That'd be a
I
good fantasy
gotta
segment. Rivalries.
mm.
Hard
Jordan, I
to
think if
beat.
I was putting a bracket together, I think I would agree with Smitty on Nate.
No.
I mean, I know Medi's been just almost too good all year, but
Well, you got to understand my championship pick to understand why I have many winning every round so far.
okay.
And the championship, Wentz versus Many, I have Wentz winning it all. Many doesn't win a penny with the best team all season. The only way this thing works right, I think.
Oh man, wouldn't that be something?
Picking Wentz to win it all. 6 straight
Wow.
to end the season or 5 straight, and now he's going to go win the whole thing.
Yeah,
I think Wentz. I mean, as much as I like Wentz, I think his team's a little too fraudulent this year.
Been ugly. But he might win the guillotine league too, so
He might. He's still alive over there. He's our only hope.
he is our only hope. 4 of them.
need you, Derek.
All right. Let's that's my
You
predictions.
speaking of the guillotine league, you checked over there lately. Those rosters are getting pretty loaded.
4
Yeah.
left.
It's more not even who you have on your roster. It's just trying to pick who you want to start off your roster.
Yeah. I'm sad I'm not in it, but I'm glad I'm not trying to make some of the decisions those guys have to make. And inevitably somebody's just gonna be wrong, even if it wasn't the wrong decision, and it's gonna
Yeah.
just hurt.
Big time. Especially this week and next week.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Somebody's gonna start somebody and it might be the
Yeah.
right decision, and then their backups or their second guy's gonna go off.
Yeah. You put the wrong flex in, it could cost you $1,500 or whatever it is.
Yep. 1,500, 1,300 is what I said. If they want to negotiate a chop, it's up to them. But I don't think there's going to be any chops based on who's left over there.
Ah, why would you?
I think Wentz might want to chop, but I don't think the other guys will chop.
Come on, Derek.
He's my
Play
guess.
for honor.
Well, every team's going to be loaded. It's not like you're going to go into that game going, "Oh, I'm going to lose."
Right.
At least I don't think so, because you're just going to be like, "My team's going to score a shit ton of points."
Yeah.
Smitty, you're in a different guillotine league? I saw I was looking at your stats. I was like, "What the fuck?" You're in a different guillotine league, Smitty? Come on.
No,
Oh, I thought you were.
no.
You weren't in ours, were you?
Yeah, I was eliminated shortly after Mike.
Oh,
We still,
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
we
He
still
was
got to
up
go to
third.
our loser happy hour. That
yeah. You guys didn't even. Hey, that's one of my great disappointments. The loser happy hour never happened up there.
Never got off the ground.
You know what would have happened if I was in town? Probably just the one time I was there, but
Maybe I'll have to lose first again next year, and I'll do better at starting it.
I got to get some people in Sioux Falls in the league so I can have like loser happy
Yep.
hour down here.
We got to Zoom with the out of town losers too. Put an iPad on the table.
Smitty,
but
I looked up a bunch of your stats for the league that you've been in since you were coming on. You ready for some of this? See if you remember some of these. You joined in 2013 was your first year in the league. Do you remember that?
yep, I
Long
didn't
time
really.
ago.
I was a little wet behind the ears. I think I took Drew Brees in like the second round.
You went 8-6 year one, got 4th place, which isn't awful. Lost first round of the playoffs. But then you go 2014, 2015, you go back to back regular season and playoff winners in back to back years.
Oh, I was on a dynasty back then.
12-2 and 11-3. Never
Like
been
Brady
done
numbers.
before or since, I don't think.
Wow.
It's never
I
been
was
done
on a heater.
in our record book anyways. We were like, what? We just bring Smitty and he just wins both of them. You and Swang are the only ones who have ever won both in the same year.
I did it back to back.
Yeah.
Only one so far.
But 2016, you went 4-9, got 7th place, missed the playoffs. So hangover.
I think I was injuries up the rear there. I think I started like you, like 0-7.
Yeah, that's tough. I have a history of that. I got to start fast one of these years.
I think I had Le'Veon Bell was my first pick that year, and I believe that was one of the years he didn't play.
So then 2017, kind of a blah year, got 5th place, but notable because you went 7-5-1. And in my check-in, the only time I've ever seen a tie where you tied Medi for 131.3 points somehow. You remember that?
Yep, I do. I was actually losing.
131.3, you guys tied. I'm like, what are the odds on that actually happening?
I was losing by like 0.1 or 0.2.
Yep.
And Medi had
vaguely
Matt
remember.
Ryan, and he had to kneel down once or twice at
Was
the end
that
of the
the
game.
tie too?
Oh, that was the
Yep.
kneel downs.
I remember that, but I didn't remember that was
Yep.
the tie.
That was
Wow.
the tie because Medi had the lead by
Yep.
like 0.2 or
I
0.4
remember
or
the
something.
kneel.
And then
I remember the Matt Ryan
there's-
kneel.
there's 1 or 2 kneel downs by Matt Ryan at the end of the game. Brought us to a tie.
Wow.
I checked, but I couldn't find one other spot that we had a tie in the league all through the years.
Wow.
With the decimal points, it's like that is tough to do.
Yeah, I've been in the league a long time, and that takes a special
Yeah.
couple players to do it.
He went on a bit of a slide though. 2018, 2019, 2021. You didn't finish better than 5th and only made the playoffs once.
Oof.
You know, 6-7, 7-7, 5-8, 6-8. But then you came back 2022, went 8-6, got the 3 seed, but you lost in the championship to Goss. You remember losing to Goss?
Yeah.
Goss's second year in a row or something like that?
I kind of that was one of the ones I got hosed on
Uh-oh.
because I had Joe Burrow
Yep.
and T. Higgins on championship night.
Yep.
And that was the year you had to manually score it because Hamlin decided he was going to have a heart attack in the middle of the game.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
I only needed 20 combined points from Higgins and Burrow to win the
Yep.
thing, and then
The Hamlin, man, I forgot about that one too. You better
Fucking guy just
weird
has a
games.
heart attack on the field. Doesn't he know
Yeah.
Smitty had stuff riding on the game?
Unbelievable.
yeah, I think Higgins already had like 5 points, and it happened in the first quarter, and he had like a catch or a couple catches and 30 yards, and Burrow was slinging it, and then Hamlin decided he was going into cardiac arrest.
Unbelievable.
I think that was Goss's second playoff win in a row. But 2023, from what I can tell, you went 9-5 and won the regular season, but then lost in the championship to T. Lee.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You guys
9 and
chopped or
5
something,
won the
right?
regular season, huh?
I think he wanted the chop. I think I said let's play for the regular or the
Yep.
postseason title.
Wow, big chop, huh? And then 2024, 9-5 again, got 3rd place regular season, lost in the first round of the playoffs. So I have you at 92-71 overall since you've been in the league. 3 regular season titles with an average place of 4.25. Now, some years we had 10, some years we had 12 in there. And then 2 titles and made the playoffs 9 out of your 13 seasons. Pretty impressive.
Wow. Bravo, Smitty.
You know, we've never recapped Mike's stats. We should do that one day.
Yeah, we could we should probably because mine go even further back than Mike. When did you get in? 2016.
16.
You know, if I recall right, Mike's first year, he thought fantasy was so easy because he picked Ezekiel Elliott his rookie year,
Yeah.
and he went like 11-1 or something ridiculous.
No, I had Zeke and I had Jordan Reed at tight end, who was just a monster that year.
Yeah, but you were riding.
What are you guys complaining about? This is easy. Just put these 2 guys in, let them score all your points.
You're riding high for that first year, and then you got to welcome to fantasy football like years 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the first year I made the playoffs. I remember.
How did I finally get
my
you in?
quarterback
I feel
was.
like I've been asking you to get in fantasy
Oh
football
yeah,
for
you asked me for years. I don't know why I finally caved. I probably got sick of you asking. Yeah, I remember that first year that I my quarterback got hurt early in the game, round 1 of the playoffs, and I lost.
Yeah.
And that was a tough bite out of that apple, I'll tell you what. But hasn't gotten any better since then until this year.
Hey, you finally got the win. I mean, that's not bad. You got one regular season win. Smitty's got 3 out of, what did I say? 13 seasons.
Yep.
You're 1 out of.
1 out of 9.
And that's not, you know.
Although I was looking back through history at Smitty's stuff originally, and then I look back. So me finishing 13-1, no one else in the league that I could see has ever finished a season with only 1 loss since I've been in.
I could have
We
to
had
go back.
we had
It
two
goes
or
back
three
to
2 or 3 guys who were either 12-2 or 11-2 because we used to play 13 weeks.
yep.
But nobody with a 1 loss. And then I thought about who my only loss was this year, and it was goddamn Smitty in week 4.
Hey, I'm a juggernaut, you know. Back then I was.
Smitty.
Back then I had a team. I didn't have to piece it together.
I scored 145 or something like that and still lost. It's like, Jesus H, Smitty. I could have been at 14-0, but you scored like 160 something that weekend or that week.
I wish the records went all the way back, but I don't. Obviously, records from 2005 or 104 or whenever we started was.
See, I was fairly good the first half of this year, and then injuries killed me. Kyler Murray's been out over half the year. I lost Connor on like week 2. I lost Tyreek on like week 3.
Mm.
Marvin Harrison decided he was gonna need his appendix removed, and then heel injury. You know, Dunze's been out, and Higgins has had mush brains, and it kind of fell apart. Wheels fell off this bus over here.
I hear you.
I might have to try to correlate people who made the playoffs and if they played Clausen twice. I feel like it probably skewed the brackets a little bit.
It might have. It might have.
But boy,
Yeah, you'll have to look back and see if we've ever. I mean, before my time, if we've ever had an undefeated season, regular season.
That'd be
That
an
would be fun.
off-season pod. I could go through everybody's stats and history.
I
Do a
feel like
little,
that'd be
deep
next to
dive.
impossible.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
You'd have to have extreme luck to make it happen.
big time.
Because I mean, think about it: buys, injuries. You
Yeah.
know, it's just the luck of the draw as to who you play that week.
Yep. Yeah,
Ready?
you really have to dance through raindrops. It's tough enough. I mean, look how lucky I had to get a few times this year just to be, and I still ended up with 1 loss. Like, I mean,
Well, you should have had 2. You went to bed early, and we celebrated for you with that last pick.
exactly.
That
Yeah,
was
that easily should have been a loss.
We're gonna be talking about that game
Oh,
in 8 years when we're doing this pod. Just like we talked about Smitty's kneel down tie.
no, the kneel. I remember that
You know,
too.
I believe one of those years that I lost in the first round of the playoffs, I had a juggernaut team. That was Kamara's rookie year, but he got a concussion like first
Yeah,
drive
so
of playoffs.
you lost in the first round in 2013, 2017, and last year, obviously. Get lost in the second round in 2018, it says.
It would have been like Kamara's rookie year because I had him and Ingram, and I traded
It'd be
Ingram
like
away
2013, maybe? 2017?
for like Medi for something, and then Ingram ended up going off that day because Kamara got hurt like one drive in, he got concussed, and he was out for the game.
Mm.
I still contend I've got the all-time worst championship playoff loss when playing Wentz and both my quarterbacks got hurt in the first half in the championship week. It was a fucking goddamn. God, it was Cardale Jones, the Redskins guy, Ohio State, who's dead, I think now. When he came in, got really hot for the Redskins when he got hurt, and then Kyler Murray, I think, was the other one
Yeah, that sounds about right.
in the playoff championship against Wentz, and they both got hurt in the first half. So I got 6 points out of them or something.
You know, I think the best thing we ever did though was the 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Definitely
better.
Definitely spices it up a little bit.
Changes everything because now quarterbacks once again aren't just like a nothing burger, and then like you really have to like plan bye weeks and everything else. Like it just spices the entire thing up really.
Well, it makes backup quarterbacks relevant even.
Yep. And like, it is interesting because we also have 3 receivers and the flex, which most leagues don't have. Like most leagues I painted just 2 running backs, 2 receivers, flex, tight end. And I think that makes it even it's thinner, so it's a little more like we said last or whatever week it was, we talked about losing a roster spot, bench spot, so that we have more waiver movement. Which I think I'll definitely put up for a vote. I think that should pass. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You actually you look at the waiver wire right now, it's such a dumpster fire.
That's what I mean. If we all lose one bench spot, there's just going to be at least a little more out there during the season to move around and create some movement and those kind of things. Because right now we're also deep and everybody just stashes enough players to deal with that crap. But
hey, revisiting trades of the year. How about Molk? I put him up for trade of the year when he gave away. He traded for Trey Benson and he's never played a snap on Molk's fantasy team.
I think I saw the Cardinals just.
Did we dig
I gotta give him nomination for trade of the year.
I don't think he really knew, but
no, it came out about 6 hours after the trade was completed. But now he's on injured reserve and not going to be activated the rest of the year.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like the Cardinals just released a statement saying he's officially done for the year.
Yeah, so my nominee for trade of the year, Gary Molk.
This was put it on the docket. Bad year for Gary. Friend of the year, too. Gary had one of the all-time worst friend of the year of years ever.
Is there an end of the year award segment on the show?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do probably the post playoff championship celebration / end of the year awards segment. A lot of awards coming up this year. So.
Oh yeah.
I can about imagine with you two what the names are going to be.
It'll be on the
a lot of categories in the works. A lot of categories in the works. We're gonna have a Christmas episode too. Mike are getting each other Christmas gifts that neither of us know about to open on the podcast Christmas Eve probably.
Are we doing a live podcast from the Poker Classic?
Ooh, I like that. We could have that would be pretty good. We all sit around the table and interview people live as they come in like it's an event.
Yeah. Can interview somebody when they bust right away.
Imagine interviewing Big James when he's throwing out hundreds.
All stay out of his way.
Yep. All right. Speaking, we can do Commish Corner. So it's kind of an overarching league topic that my topic is fantasy punishments. Like obviously the punishment for the last place. Little history. Obviously, most people have been in the league for a while, but we used to do the Facebook ads. If you got last place, I could place a Facebook ad that would show basically just in the Grand Forks area, and I'd make a little video kind of making fun of them. I think it was Mike for you 1 year. It was you. Meddy did it
me 1 year. Meddy 1 year. I think I was the first one though.
I still remember the Mike one. Asleep at the wheel, passed out in the chair.
Yep. But you can't target like that on Facebook anymore, and I got enough hassle for like posting those because of like what they check a lot more, and there's no way I could get those ads up anymore, so that kind of fell off the wayside. And so we haven't really have a punishment since then. But I was watching part of my take this week, and they had a punishment, not fantasy football, but this other thing where the two of the guys had to get a spray tan and frosted tips, and it brought me back to thinking about our punishment in the league. One, I think spray tan might be the greatest fantasy football punishment I could ever think of. So I want to talk a little bit about one. Is that a good idea? We'll obviously put it up for vote. Two, do we think people will actually do it? Do we think, can we punish people for not doing it? And I also don't know much about spray tans, so we're going to go from there. But, Smitty, what are your thoughts on last place in fantasy football next year having to get a spray tan?
I'm for it. Yes. I don't think I've ever finished last, so.
Well, that's what I said. I don't think I've finished last either.
As somebody who has finished last, yes.
Here's my reason why I think it's great. As a fantasy football, punishments are tough because you want to find something that is going to be like embarrassing or something like that, but it's got to be something that's not so bad that people won't do it. Two, you don't want to come up with something that takes like a crazy amount of time. Like I always see people spend like all day in the bar they have to stay there and they can take one shot to get an hour off their time or something. But it's like, then I have to get somebody to commit an all day sitting at a bar from 10 a.m. to 2 or midnight or whatever. Or they're like stuff that people are never going to do. And I feel like a spray tan takes what, 25 minutes, half hour, $50 or something. I have no idea what a spray tan costs. And then you're out of there. But then the punishment lasts like a week because it's gonna stay on you for a week, and you have to tell everybody when they're like, "Why do you have a spray tan?" You got to tell them that you lost fantasy football, which is not going to get anybody in trouble.
We should add that you got to put the little Playboy bunny on there somewhere too.
Well, and part of this that I don't think I heard you mention yet, Jordan, is when we talked about this before we went live was we would want the person who has to go get spray tan to come out very dark.
Yeah. We got to
like aggressively spray tan.
We got to figure out if there's like a
Jersey
scale.
Jersey Shore style.
Yeah.
Just GTL and you're dark.
If there's
Big
like a
time.
numbering system of like how, we got to figure out however they decide to do that, and we got to have like a minimum requirement of how dark you have to be because it's got to be.
If it's like a
obviously.
if it's like a 1 to 10 scale, you better be around 8.
Yeah. No, we want 10 if we can get 10.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that Clausen would have did it this year though.
That's what I'm saying. One, will people not do it? I think a lot of people would. It's not that awful. You're not going to get in trouble at work or like any of those things. 2, we need a punishment if you're not going to do it. And the only thing I can think of, and some people just do it, is saying you're out of the league the next year, and maybe you can't get back in if we fill your spot and nobody wants in if you don't do it. So that way, if you don't want to do it,
either that or take away, since we do an auction draft, take away some. If you don't do it, you're down $50 for the following year.
Yeah. But then some people just would take like, some people just aren't gonna do it, and I feel like.
Yeah, but then you're set back for the next year because you're down to 150 where everybody else has 200.
It's true. And if people want to not do it, I feel like most of the people in the league would do it. Would you do it, Smitty?
I'd do it. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So you're not gonna get like, I mean, you gonna get made fun of, but then you just tell people, "Oh, I lost my fantasy football league." Everybody's gonna go, "Oh," laugh at it.
No. My idea as part of this, Smitty, was obviously we would know with enough time, whoever loses, I'd want them to have this done right before Christmas. So you gotta go to your in-laws' house for Christmas or whatever, depending on where people are going. Explain that to the room 14 times.
It's gonna be middle of December or late December where everybody's gonna be white as can be. Oh, it'll be good.
And you're just gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah,
look like a chocolate bar.
Just look like Pauly D from the Shore.
Exactly.
I think it's brilliant. I mean, it's low effort to actually do it, but it lasts for like a week. Like it's gonna linger, so it's gonna be just constant hilariousness with pictures and So we're gonna put that one up to vote. I think it's a brilliant play. Like you imagine if it was on this year and it would have been Gary and Clausen that last week, just scratching and clawing and not get last place. So Gary doesn't have to go get a spray tan or Clausen doesn't. I think it's the perfect fantasy football punishment that I've heard of so far.
So if we're gonna go in that road, I think we need actually a legit fantasy trophy then too.
And we get
okay.
Lombardi.
Backstory on our trophy, the little Vince Lombardi thing. Wentz bought that for himself when he won. That's bull. Okay, like I'm thinking we need we all used to be wrestling fans.
Goss has had it since he won it 3 years ago.
We all used to be wrestling fans back in the day.
Yep.
We play for that WWE belt for poker, and that means more than anything to us than the money.
Yep,
I say we get a fantasy belt.
Yep.
Says we are all that's left champs.
I like it. Get one commissioned.
Yep. I found a website. I was doing some research. I found a website, and I think I'm going to order one up.
Question is, do you create that for the regular season or the playoff, and just keep the other one for the playoff or the opposite?
You could. The
That's
playoff still can be Wentz's little Lombardi trophy because the regular season's way harder to win.
I agree.
You got to actually grind for 14 weeks now to win the regular season. The playoffs is a 3-week crapshoot.
It'll be even more funny 6 years from now when the playoff champion still hasn't picked it up from Goss's house who won it in 2020.
Somebody gonna come get this?
Yeah, I agree. A trophy would be. We got a podcast and we don't have like a good trophy. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's a good point.
That and the punishment. I'm telling you, spray tan. The money I would pay to see some of these people have a
Oh.
spray tan and have to show up to work or whatever they're doing.
You imagine how much they'd charge Vanosic? He's got a lot more area to cover.
Well, and I was doing some ad hoc research before while we were waiting for you to join us, Smitty, and it says in order for this to like not look like shit, you have to like shave and exfoliate the day before. Otherwise, it's gonna like slough off and run, and so like or somebody's gonna have to really like put in a lot of effort to groom themselves in preparation for this too.
It's just perfect because it's people's
Like-
wives are gonna be like, oh my god.
Like I said, and you gotta put that little Playboy bunny like they used to do back
Oh,
in the
yeah.
day, right,
Yeah.
right on your hip line.
Right on your hip.
Yeah.
Boy, well, we'll got a lot of things to think about in the off season for the.
And maybe some people go with them. You know,
Oh yeah,
just
wait. If it's in Grand Forks, then
If
you
it's
guys
here, I'm
somebody
going.
better go.
oh
I'm
yeah,
going.
I'm going and celebrating them. Why is he here? What are you guys here for? Where's cheering section?
We're tailgating this.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, tailgate. I like that.
Yep.
Well, and the other great part is it's like it's easily verifiable that you did it. If it's like one of those other ones, like there's ways to probably how do we prove that he did what he said he was going to do or something? It's like,
Right.
oh, this will be the easiest thing ever.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I'd maybe even rent a minivan to pick everybody up and just
Party bus.
roll everybody out of a minivan. Right at I don't even know what the tan places are in town anymore.
That's what I start thinking
Yeah.
about. Like, how much does a spray tan cost? Even I don't even. It's gotta be like $100. I don't know, $50.
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
So
That's
we
why I
upped
started
the
asking,
entry
like,
fee to
how long
110 next year.
How long they stay
It's
on
covered.
or anything? Yeah, we gotta. If you get dead last, we gotta have some kind of punishment. Those videos were great.
Yeah.
I remember the Medi one was pretty good too. Mike, didn't you have
Yeah.
people like coming up to you or like?
Dude, two people that because I was working at FedEx at the time, and
Yeah.
two people who were like very like they worked at places that were on my delivery route and I was at pretty much every day. Two people commented on the post about it and then talked to me about it when they saw me the next day.
Oh,
Like,
that
so,
was good.
fantasy football didn't go very well, huh?
I think my original idea was put like a ad in the actual paper, but I was like, this was like the transition papers not being
Yeah.
a thing. And I was like, well, I can just do it on Facebook. And I just, but
Pretty good.
they nixed that eventually. But so I don't know, that's my Commish Corner. I think one, we got to do fantasy punishments. Two, I think the more I think about it, spray tan is it's just the perfect solution. I think.
It's so good.
And
It's so
hey,
good.
if people want to be out, you're out. We'll find somebody else.
Yep.
Means no.
We
group
could get
text.
Swang back in the league. Swang would do a spray tan.
I said Swang. Swang was my example of whose wife would post pictures of him on Facebook after he got the spray tan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Allie, she'd love it.
Oh yeah, she'd
Oh, yeah.
like schedule pictures so that he got embarrassed by it or something.
Yep. Big time.
But we also have to make sure we call around and figure out where we can get like the darkest spray tan or something. Like where can they crank that thing up to 12 or something?
Yep. Exactly.
There's got to be
See,
a
I'd like
scale.
I'd like him to look like a burnt piece of toast.
Some people it's gonna like Wentz has got that real light skin, the blonde one's gonna like
Just a
Wentz
just
has
a
never finished
cinnamon
dead
glaze
last,
on
though, has
him.
he? That's more reason for the league to be more competitive. People not wanting to finish dead last too.
Yeah.
So think about it. Next group text of the week. Hold on, let me pull it
We're
up.
back. We've got one this week.
Hey,
We actually have.
Couple.
I'm not going to read everything because we have more slides coming. But a
precursor, I guess. To the
a chain reaction was set off by our league's last place member, who had some things to say over the weekend about the podcast in particular. To which Jordan replied that I'm just glad this is the first week we didn't do the have AI create an image of the last place guy sucking a bunch of dicks segment, which the Piler Honors came out I mean, in just beautiful full force. I'm not going to read them all. We all read them all. Some of these were so legitimately
I
so
don't know if we
fucking
could say
funny.
some of these on YouTube. We gotta be a
Yeah,
little
I'm not
careful.
even going to try. Some of these were legitimately so funny that I mean, I was like
A
red
Nation of
laughing for
Knob.
some.
I gotta be able to say a Nation of Knob on
Oh yeah,
YouTube, right?
so good, dude. So good. The cornucopia, I mean, just
Yeah.
chef's kiss on some
Mm.
of these.
Giggle of girth.
Oh man. And then Wang's last name sparking Bancroft and I to do a Wang one. And we both came up with something different too. We had the same idea, but
Yeah.
with different ideas.
Pretty good.
It
Pretty
was
good.
so good.
So I think
Fuck
the
you, Clausen.
whole group, well, a collection of people in the group gets the group text of the week
Yep.
because I was dying.
Bravo to everybody on here that you if you saw your name, I love you.
Yeah. I like how it goes from Nate's kind of clever, then a large diversity of dick.
We were a little on the nose with some of them.
Yeah.
I will admit.
Pretty good.
But yes, fantastic work all around.
Mm.
And like Bancroft said after all of this, Bancroft said it was nice to see the group united under such a topic like this. So way to
Are we
bring us
gonna
all
have?
together.
Are we gonna have a? Maybe we could do a vote for end of the year award for group text of the year.
I think
To
we'll
look at
have to.
all the nominees and
Yep. I think we'll have to. It's got to be one of our awards.
yep.
Uh,
We're gonna have too many awards is gonna be the problem, I think.
well, yeah, probably.
Maybe we'll
But
have some fan voted awards and then some
yep.
committee selected awards. We'll put out some
Yep.
polls.
Yeah, that might be what we need. If you guys want categories,
Yep.
put them in the group text. Let's talk about them.
Yep.
Smitty's got one. He wants trade of the year.
Trade
He
of the
already
year.
nominated.
Probably didn't name it after Goss.
I think we have to.
Mike Goss, trade of the year.
The Michael Vivian Goss
I wish there was numbers for
Memorial
like
Trade.
number of trades proposed, like where it says moves on the standings, and you can just see
It
number of trades proposed.
would be a lot. We'd have to
Man,
keep a
did you make a
manual
trade this
counter.
year? You didn't make a trade this year, did you?
Yeah, me and Goss, man.
Oh, you did make one.
Wow.
Yeah, I sent DK Metcalf over for Jalen Warren.
Yeah, that was kind of blah.
That wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much for me. All right, well, that's about all I've got on the schedule this week. Big playoff week. We'll be back next week with semifinal round. Big recap a little bit on what happened last year. Smitty, what do you think of the pod?
It's good.
You listen to it every week?
Interesting listen.
Listen to it every week?
Most weeks. I think there's been one or two I missed.
Come on. Don't be a liar.
I got about 10 of them I listen to weekly.
Hey, as long as we
Jeez.
can fit in there. Gotta get in where you fit in.
I'm honored to be part of the rotation.
Next week and then championship week we'll have the Christmas pod special.
Oh yeah, you bet.
I'm gonna have a lot of Tom and Jerry's that night. Let me tell you.
Oof.
Be a lot of
Well, Smitty, good luck against Nate.
Mike,
I need a little bit extra. Say a couple prayers, Michael.
Wang, good luck against Wentz. Wang, set your lineup. You fucking bum. You don't even have a defense in right now.
can I just say I should have made the playoffs. God damn it.
Hey,
What did you
Jordan,
say?
look at the bright side. You're on a bye this week.
Ah.
Yeah, how's that feel, Jordan? You
Although
don't have to set a
Trav
lineup this week.
Lee probably should have made the playoffs over me anyways, but
Well, and I mean 30 points exactly. Smitty finished ahead of you. Both of you 7-7. So you missed the playoffs by 30 points.
unbelievable. Wang's shitty team somehow in the playoffs.
You know, the
Smitty
sad part
loses-
is I was like the second highest scoring team in the league for a long time until the wheels fell off both the last 4 weeks.
Smitty lost 4 straight. Wentz lost 5 straight, both of them in the playoffs. Sometimes it is how you start.
Hey, it's just you back her in. All you got to do is get in the playoffs.
No.
I don't think I've had a good start in like 12 years.
It's a late bloomer.
Maybe you got to draft, a little different, little strategy, maybe. Instead of 6 quarterbacks at the end.
Hey, if I didn't draft 6 quarterbacks this year, I would have been even more trouble. They all got hurt.
Are
Actually,
you
traded
even
half
playing
of
the
them,
same quarterbacks you drafted?
Burrow's back. And I drafted Darnold, but I traded Well, I traded Jaden Daniels and JD McCarthy. Hey, that worked out for me. I get freaking Gibbs from and Drake London on
Speaking of trade rape of the year, right there.
Woo boy.
I'm going to give you J.J. McCarthy and an ancient Elvin Kamara for Gibbs.
I was offered that trade, so you can't rape somebody who offers it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You could be
Clausen sauntered over and sat right on his lap for that trade.
Like the statutory version of it, I guess. Clausen first time back in the league, auto drafted and had to.
Rules were too complicated.
Hey, revisiting something here. Let's go back because I know Clausen watches this.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with the real money thing he's accusing me of.
So here's what I think happened.
Smitty and Wentz said that it was real money.
You and Wentz must have been talking about the transaction fees. Clausen misdrew that as the auction, the fab money, is my guess what happened there.
Probably.
That's what happened.
Because I don't recall being like, oh yeah, we got to bid real money on
nobody would have said that. We've never even talked about it.
I think I told him it cost money this year to move players.
Yeah, that's what happened. He thought that meant the actual fab money.
I blame it all on the commish. Never gave him a rule book.
Yeah.
He hasn't been out of fantasy football for that long. He was in the league for most of these years. We got to get him on at some point. Although the whole thing is going to be him just shitty on the league and us and everybody else in general.
Better have a finger on that dump button for when he starts going off.
It'd be way more funny if we had him on as a guest when he had a spray tan.
That might be the condition too. Is you got to come on the pod with your spray tan.
Next year. Definitely. We're gonna have to get some
locked in guest. I don't care what's going on.
It is the greatest. Worst part is I'm gonna create this thing and I'm gonna end up dead last next to him somehow.
God, I hope so.
Hey, was this a Minnesota Twins year for you? Worst the first?
Yep. Worst the first.
Wow.
1-13 last year.
Maybe that's the key. Benny's been way down there before too. Just you gotta fire away. You're either first or you're last. Chumps finishing in the middle like me every year.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What happened last year? Injuries killed you last year, didn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I don't remember specifically.
McCaffrey was McCaffrey last year too.
No, Nate had McCaffrey.
That was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That was a killer though. Whoever drafted him spent good capital. Supposed to be a minor injury and he's out half the year and then come back, played 2 games and he was gone again.
Let's look since we're talking about it. Oh, I went pretty heavy on Bijan and he ended up not having a great year.
A year early.
Yep. And then CJ Stroud, I kind of hedged a lot on him. I thought he was going to have a really good season and he ended up not having a really good season. And then just some of my little role players just ended up being not great. So
I've come to the conclusion that I don't think it's based on the main core you have. You got to find some of them steals in the middle, late.
Yeah.
I guess it's not even rounds anymore, but you got to find some of those guys that are, in our league, you got to find some of them under $10 players that are just going to blow up.
Yeah, and a lot of that's just going to be luck because a lot of that happens with rookies.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I know for me, and I'm pretty sure Jordan too. You try to take a shot on a rookie or two for a couple bucks or maybe a little more, and just hope it works out.
You got to draft.
I took a shot on a couple. They were hot early. I took a shot on a Mbuka or that Emeka Ibuka and Ty Warren. They were good early, but they're both kind of like hitting a rookie wall right now, and that's costing me too.
Yep.
I had Travis Hunter, traded him, got me Drake London. You got to draft good players, whether it's.
And then he was injured a week later. Poor guy.
Another kind of trade rapey. That was a post after injury, but I knew Jaden Daniels was going to get hurt again. The guy was already hurt. Once again, trade proposed to me, so don't come at me with this.
Just the trade R of the year over there.
Yes. Guy, nobody around to veto Knowlton's trades.
And nobody said anything at the time. Wentz was mad because the draft auction values were off or something.
Interesting.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense.
So you're supposed to trade just off the value you drafted someone?
Yep. Can't trade. Not even taking into contention the fact that Boston didn't have another quarterback, so obviously J.J. McCarthy or anybody was more valuable. Now, he shouldn't have asked me for J.J. McCarthy. Obviously, in hindsight, he should ask me for one of the other guys because it probably could have been Sam Darnold to start the season, which that trade looks a little different if it's Sam Darnold and Alvin Kamara. It's preseason, nobody knew Sam Darnold was going to be as good as he is this year.
No, and that, I kind of kicked myself looking back because that's kind of one of the reasons I stayed away from in Jigba's.
Yep.
Darnold's terrible under pressure. Their line's awful, but
Yep. I think I got
he can
Darnold
hit a
for
long ball.
$1.
Yeah.
So it was
You
one
spent,
of those.
you spent 30 on Daniels and he's been out 3/4
Well,
of
that's
the
why
year.
I traded him, but it's like he was obviously supposed to be. That's why I take 5 of them because then
You spent 30
I
on
can
Burrows
finish
too, and he was injured week
6th or
2.
7th every year and maybe win the playoffs. Yep, Burrow was. But
Hey, I'm proud of you. Those 5 quarterbacks that got you a bye this week of the playoffs.
I turned J.J. McCarthy into Gibbs. I turned Daniels into Drake London and all kinds of stuff after a horrible start. I had what, 6th most points? Come on, get out of here.
I know. I'm
Did my
telling
job.
you did a great job. You got to buy this first round of the playoffs.
Did my job, Smitty. Did what I could do. I can't rig the league as much as Wentz thinks I try to, so that I can finish 6th every year.
You
Maybe
missed
7th.
this. He's not even gonna get that little punchline because he's only a 2-minute guy on the podcast.
I bet Wentz watches the pod multiple times. Think about it.
We should right at the end. We should give him some good advice every pod. You should give Wentz a couple witty one-liners.
Well, now
Then
for our segment of last place AI dicks in his face.
You're not gonna believe the dicks we've got this week.
Although it made me think I should do a segment like that, but I probably couldn't put that out there. But
Well, if it only made it into the group chat.
Anybody got anything else? Anything else to add in before we call it a week? Smitty?
I got nothing.
Smitty, good luck to you.
Good luck,
Mike,
Josh.
Mike, what are you doing for your bye? A little vacation?
We're resting. We're resting our starters.
Are you going to Disney World?
Not yet. Job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
Mike,
Vegas? You eloping?
Not yet.
Are you satisfied, Mike, or do you want it? Do you want it all?
No. I need more.
So,
I want it all.
Hey, I do have one more thing to bring up here at the end of this podcast.
Yes. Man.
Are some of our friends coming to poker this year, or did their girlfriend shotgun these weekends already?
Oh,
I'll be there.
Just throwing it out there, making sure
there.
that weekends aren't shotgunned where we gotta.
Hey, when I told him the date, he said he thinks so, maybe or something. There was a lot of like,
I said,
well,
no,
I don't know.
But I should be good.
Ooh,
Could be.
hesitations.
Should
No.
be good.
Unless something comes up with my kids or something at work, I'll be there.
Here we go.
So there's
I
no
can't-
honeymoons or
Can't predict the future. Well,
Detroit Lake's
all right.
beautiful this time of year.
If you guys
Yeah.
are going to try and drag me into the deep end over this at the very end, why don't you two talk about how you can't get a fucking plan together and plan a date? Because
We
one,
had
of-
a
Sorry,
date.
end of the pod. We gotta go.
one of you called me frantically going, "Where is everybody?" Because you thought it was one week.
Hey, we
And we
double
didn't
checked
have-
this year. We double checked and triple
All right.
checked this year.
All
Which
right.
happened
I'll
again
be
like
there.
a week ago. I think I sent Smitty a
yeah.
message about.
and no shotgunning this weekend. Jordan and I get it.
No? You guys shotgun it?
Just making sure.
All right.
Getting it on video here.
You guys have shotgunned it.
Yes.
All right.
What weekend is it again?
17th.
17th,
All right, I'm in.
16th, something like that.
I'm in.
17th.
We just
I
believe.
confirmed it again like a week ago or something. But
Smitty,
everybody
tell-
watching the
make
pod,
those-
you're invited.
those
to
Rice
the
Krispie
tournament.
bars.
Smitty's, is there anybody in the fantasy league that doesn't come to the poker tournament? Bancroft did once a long time ago.
Goss don't come.
And Goss has been there, but I think he told me he might be able to make it this year.
Trav.
Oh, yeah.
Trav doesn't
Yeah.
come because he's
Didn't we
far
tell
away.
Goss to come at bowling one year? We saw him at bowling when we were bowling. Friday
Yeah,
night
that's
in that
right.
game.
That
Yep.
was 2 years ago.
Goss is a big bowling guy, you know.
That's where we saw him at the bowling night a couple years ago. Invited him, and he came.
Trav?
But is Medi coming this year? He had
He's never
no.
come. Oh yeah,
Medi had no excuse to miss last year.
Medi likes
Nobody
to-
shotgunned it for Medi?
No, Medi likes to not be there. Clausen was there for like 25 minutes last year. Busted out, left. Poor guy. Maybe it was long enough. But all right, let's go. We've gone long enough.
All right.
All right. Well, everybody, good luck. Don't
All right,
tinker
good
with
luck on your
lineups
buys
too
this week,
much.
boys.
Hey, Smitty. see,
What?
I picked you to win, didn't I? No, I picked Nate.
No, so good luck on your buy this week.
Over and
Does it-
out, over and out.
This guy.